Good morning. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with the world outside your window. I know it's been a while since we did one of these, but I wanted to come in because I had a lot of y'all been asking me about the young man I talked about a couple of months ago in toward the end of 2020. I think it was around like November. I started talking about this case involving this young man by the name of Quawan, this young teenager by the name of Quawan um, Quawan Charles. And I wanted to come in because I had found some more information. I've been keeping my eyes open to any information. At first, I began to think that no efforts were going to be made to try to bring whomever was responsible for this young man's demise to justice, because two coroners had ruled his they had ruled that he didn't appear to have been any foul play. So I found an article over on the New York Times, and I will link this article down in the pinned comment so you can go over and read it for yourself. But let's talk a little bit about it. Now, Janet Irvin, 37-year-old woman, was charged with failure to report missing children and the disappearance of Quawan Charles, who was 15 at the time. The case raised questions about the urgency of the police response. The body of the 15-year-old Quawan Charles was found in a muddy sugarcane field in Louisiana last November, his face disfigured days after his family had reported him missing. Now, on Tuesday, Janet Irvin, who is 37 years old, was arrested on charges of failure to report a missing child and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The first, such development in a case that has raised questions about the authorities' response to reports of a missing child. I hope this arrest begins to help their family heal. That's what the sheriff said down in Iberia Parish, referring to Quawan's parents, who had said in a recorded message announcing the arrest, "By no means is this case closed." The boy's family has said that the Baldwin Police Department did not take reports of his disappearance in October seriously and has raised questions about the autopsy report that said the boy had died by drowning. Now, the sheriff in Iberia said in a written statement on Tuesday that the death was being investigated and there could be more arrests to be made. Ms. Irvin was arraigned in the 16th Judicial District Court with bond set at $400,000. In another video on his he said that in another video on his Facebook, his office Facebook page. Okay. A court clerk said Ms. Irvin was being represented by public defenders who could not be reached on Thursday. Catherine Bro is a spokeswoman for the sheriff, said Ms. Irvin was still in custody as of Thursday afternoon. In his statement, the sheriff of Iberia Parish spoke of the series of events that led that as the case was passed between jurisdictions. Okay. He said that the family reported Quawan missing to the Baldwin Police Department in St. Mary Parish on October the 30th, and that the authorities in Iberia Parish were told about the teenager's disappearance at 2:15 p.m. on November the 3rd by the teenager's mother, Roxanne Nelson. Hours later, investigators from Iberia Parish found Quawan's body using a signal from his cell phone. He said interviews, forensic evidence, and complete autopsy reports led to Ms. Irvin's arrest. On October the 30th, Ms. Nelson went to pick up her son, whose nickname is Bobby, from his father's home for a haircut. That's what the lawyer said for the family. By 7 p.m., the boy could not be found, and the family called the Baldwin Police Department, which said that he was at a football game, probably with friends. The police department did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Thursday. Taking matters into their own hands, the family found out that Quawan had been picked up by Miss Irvin and her son, taken to their home in Iberia Parish. After Miss Nelson contacted the authorities there, the sheriffs discovered his body in a field in Lauraville, a rural community near Miss Irvin's home. The Iberia Parish coroner said that in a preliminary autopsy report in November that the cause of death was drowning, citing muddy water found in the airways and hyperinflated lungs. It was said that the scratches and wound on Quawan's face were from aquatic animal activity. Mr. Haley could not be reached, that's the family's attorney, on Thursday, but his law office did make a statement last month that the family had ordered an independent autopsy, which revealed the presence of THC, the intoxicating compound in marijuana, and ethanol in Quawan's body. Our investigators were told by members of the Irvin family and their inner circle that Quawan was high on a hallucinogen. It may have been the reason Quawan left the urban resident on foot and never returned. He said Quawan could not have drowned in ankle-deep water without a human intervention. He said if he did not drown in the sugarcane field, then there were questions must be answered. The statement said, where did he drown? Why was he moved and dumped in the sugarcane field? And most importantly, who is involved in his death and cover up? I guess they're finally taking this thing seriously and they plan to do something to appease this family who has a right to know exactly what happened to their child. First and foremost, Miss Irvin was negligent because without parental consent, why would you pick up anybody's child? And then if you're going to have this child in your presence, why are you not aware that this child has marijuana and alcohol in his body? And if he did get that at your home, which clearly he did, why was he allowed to even leave there? It shouldn't have never happened in the first place. See, I understand why she was arrested. She should be, because I think she played a very pivotal role in knowing what happened to this child. Because I never did believe that he could possibly look the way he looked. And if you go back to my older video that I'll try to link it down in the pinned comment so you can see that as well. I show the video. I put the link in the chat and it takes you to where this, y'all could go online and type in Quawan Charles. And there, I'm sure Miss Google is going to show you those graphic pictures of this child. You're not going to tell me that those kind of injuries came from aquatic animals eating at him like that after he drowned in ankle deep water. A 15-year-old boy drowns in ankle deep water and his face is so badly deformed and disfigured. Some was even saying that he had some likeness to Emmett Till and how he looked after he was murdered. After he was found murdered. See, it's time to stop playing games with this story. And I am so proud of the family and that community down there because although I haven't been talking about it, I have found out that they have had several peaceful protests outside of the police department. I heard that his family has not allowed this to go. They're not going to let this turn into a cold case. They know that something sinister happened to this child. And I think a lot of the answers may lie with this lady here on the screen. And instead of trying to be quiet, I think it may be time for them to start talking because people have not allowed Iberia Parish to forget this child's name. They're keeping his name alive. Folks are demanding questions beyond just the family. And last time I heard, the NAACP had gotten involved, and when they want to, they can actually put pressure on law enforcement to make them work harder to find answers to this crime. Because this was a crime. Think about it. Who drowns in ankle deep water? And why did he have alcohol and marijuana in his system and he was 15 years old? He got that at them people's house, allegedly. So we're just going to keep our good little piece of eyes on this. I'm hoping that the family continues to put pressure on the police department because I really believe by me living down here in Louisiana, if this family had been quiet, they would have this would have gone away. We wouldn't be still talking about Quawan Charles here in 2021, but we are because of the family in that community down there that refused to believe what they were being told, who fought hard for justice, and who continues to fight hard for justice today for that young man. It's just terrible that that happened to him. But hopefully, we're on the road to finding out exactly what happened to him. And if this lady on the screen, if she played a part in this, then I expect justice to be served for her. And that's it. That's all. I'll link the article down in the pinned comments. I'll also try to grab my old video about that and link it down there so you can go back over and refresh your memory about this case. But that's all I have to say about that. And in closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you have to at least get started in order to ever be great. And the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please on your way out, remember to ring my doorbell. Comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this entire situation involving Mr. Quawan Charles and the update that this young lady here on the screen, one Miss Janet Irvin, has been arrested for. You know, what did I say she was arrested for? She contributed to the delinquency of a minor and something else she was arrested for. Hold on. I just want to make sure I give y'all the charges. Okay. Failure to report a missing child and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Child, that's a lie. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I will link the information that I stated down in the pinned comments. You have a great remainder to your morning. I plan on doing the same, and I'll see you guys back for the morning brew. I'm out.